book haul to show you guys. These are not the books that I got in like last few weeks. These are the books that I've been collecting for 2 months, but I was waiting for an order to come so I can show you all of them, and one order still didn't come. But I just can't wait anymore. Also, what I wanted to talk about before I start the video, I'm really sorry that I didn't post anything for the last 2 weeks. I was on a vacation and there just wasn't any time for me to film. And I didn't pre-film anything because I didn't think we were going to be that long, staying that long there. But now I'm going to pre-film more videos so I can post them every week. Also, there's from now on only going to be one video per week because I feel like it will be easier for me to stay consistent, and I'm currently not in a place where I can put out 2 videos because it's summer and I'm traveling and there's just no way for me to put out 2 videos, but maybe somewhere in the future I will do that again. But those are just some technical things I wanted to get over with. Anyway, yeah, I was vacationing and I'm also going again. I'm going in Italy in a few days and I will probably try to film a vlog while I'm there because I'm with my friend and we both are bringing some books and we're going to read. So I'll try to film a vlog, and thank you so much to my friend that I'm going to Italy with because she did edit my last vlog, so thank you so much for that. Okay, that's enough of me rambling. Let's get into my book haul. So there's no order in these books. I just know from where I got every one of them, but that doesn't matter to you guys. I'm just gonna go over them and try to tell what they're about. If I know, if I don't know, oh well. I like not knowing what book is about. I like to be surprised. So anyway, let's start. Okay, the first book I got is Interview with the Vampire by Anna Rice. I wanted to read this book for so long, but I never found it in my local bookstore. And I got this little edition that is so cute. The first book that is basically size of my head, because usually books are bigger. I watched a movie, I never watched TV series. I didn't know there is a TV series until I read here, which I hate, by the way. Like, put it on a sticker and so I can, not like, anyway. I don't know when it will come in line because there's so many unread books, but it will come someday, yes. The next book is a horror book that I don't know anything about, really. I know that a lot of people recommended it to me on YouTube, like not to me, but to people, and I really wanted to read it. That would be Mayfly by CJ Leede. I fell in love with this cover. I like I said, I wanted to read more horror books, so I ordered some horror books that I could find that were priced okay, because when you're living in Croatia, you always have to, think about prices of books because shipping is going to be a lot. But thankfully I found a website that is great for me to order books from. Anyway, yeah, this book, this cover with teeth and eye and person licking the eye, when I saw this, I just felt like home. Anyway, yeah, that's it. I don't know anything about this book. I honestly have no idea what this book is actually about. The next book I got is Monstrilio by Gerardo Samano Cordova. That is some kind of accent that I just had. So I know this book was recommended by a few YouTubers again, and that was one of the best books of the year. I'm really interested. Premise is that mother lost her child, her son, and she took out a piece of his lung, and she took it out before they buried him, and she put it aside, and after some time from that piece of lung started growing something, and that something was Monstrilio. And now I don't know if her connection with Monstrilio is like Monstrilio is her son now or something like that. I'm not sure. I just know the premise, and I just know that I loved the premise, and I think it's really creepy. And again, the cover of this book, I know this one, I didn't know this one existed, but there's one with like triangles that looks really weird and like little monster. But I love this cover also. I am really, really happy that I finally got this book, because the reason why my order took so long to come here is because they didn't have this book, so I had to wait for them to get this book. But yeah, I'm so happy that I finally have it, and I feel so happy. So smart, Anna. The next book I got is The Hunting Moon by Susan Denmark. This is the second in Luminaire series. I think it's going to be trilogy. I read the first one a year ago. Honestly, I don't remember it that well, but I do remember that I enjoyed the world. There's basically this kind of forest, and through and outside of this forest there are these houses. They are all connected by the forest because they all work together to kill these monsters that come at night. Every year you have a new, like, teenagers that need to become monster hunters, and so they need to go on these trials. And the first book followed our main character going to this trial, and she was killing monsters, and it was really, I really liked it because it's like this small town feel, and it's not that much magic-y, but there is magic with monsters, but it's not like whole new world as urban fantasy. And there's this mystery that we found out about, and now I just remembered that there was a mystery about her family, and I really wanted to figure it out, and I really wanted to continue with this story, so I bought myself the second part also in this edition, because I got the first part in this edition, so I needed the second part in that edition also, you know. But yeah, that's what that is about. I didn't see a lot of people talking about those books. I don't know if they're just not popular or people don't like them. I'm not sure, but it has like a decent star review on Goodreads, which doesn't mean anything because Goodreads is kind of garbage, but it has a decent reviews, and I just don't know why more people don't talk about. Like, it's really, you know, it's like a small fantasy world. It's cute. The next book I got is The Spear Cuts Through Water by Simon Jimenez. I, again, have no idea what this book is about. Absolutely no idea what this book is about, but I know that I saw again that a lot of YouTubers said that it was one of their favorite books, so I figure out, you know, I should give it a try. Yeah, I have nothing to say about this book. I just am waiting for it to be on my TBR. I don't know if I will be reading it this month. Maybe I will, but yeah, that is the book that I got. It's green. It's nice. The next book I got is House of Hunger by Alex Henderson. It's about a girl who finds out a listing in newspaper that somebody needs Blood Maiden. So I believe that Blood Maiden is somebody, I'm not reading this, it's just my head, my smart brain. Blood Maiden is probably somebody who vampires use to draw blood from. Vampire books. I love vampire books. The next book I got is The Last Sale of the Flower Bride by Roshani Chokshi. I think this is some kind of fairy tale inspired book. I like fairy tales, as I said in my last few videos. I like everything that has to do with fairy tales, and I like retellings of fairy tales. That's it. I know, sadly, about it. I don't know anything else, because I really don't like reading synopses. Oh, okay. If more people tell me that book is great, and those are the people, YouTubers, booktubers that I listen to, because they gave me some good already recommendations, then I'll trust them. And I don't need any kind of synopsis. I'll trust them and I will just pick the book up. So that's what I do usually. That's why I don't know any synopsis. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's a fairy tale retelling and I really want to read it. The next book I got is Paradise Rod by Jenny Hwall. This book is about dynamic between two women, and it says it's really sensual and I don't know, atmospheric. I just know that. Synopsis of this book is really bad. You cannot get anything from it, but it's really small book. I like some, queer stories, some lesbianism in books. So I picked this one up also because of that. But I'm really interested, and I think I could even read this one soon because it's really short. The next book I got is Sirens and Muses by Antonia Angres. This one is about art students, I believe, in New York, maybe in Manhattan. Oh, Wall Street. I'm sorry, it's Wall Street. And I think it just follows their lives through their college days. I don't know anything about like time periods or anything. I believe it's 2011. Okay, well, it says it's 2011 time period, and it just follows them. So yeah, that's this one. The next one I got is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. This one I love. It reminds me so much of D&D. I play D&D in my free time with my friends. We're currently in this campaign where we are going, I believe we're gonna go to hell, but we're still not in hell. We're currently in bathhouse. I have this amazing character. I'm gonna put him on a screen somewhere because I'm so proud of him. His name is Anixer, and he's a tiefling warlock, but he was dropped as a baby in Magic Well, and he grew out, so he's really, really tall and handsome now, and completely pink, and I love him. Anyway, it's about this, I don't know if she's a troll or I don't know what she is, but she's called Viv, and she was a warrior, and now she's retiring, and she wants to open up a cafe, and she wants to open up cafe, and she's going to open it up, and we're just following it. It's really cozy, and I never read cozy fantasy, so I'm really happy to explore new genre of fantasy. And I know the second book is out, that it's a prequel, and it's about bookstore, and I want to open my own bookstore someday. I hope I will be able to. I just want to get cozy and read this book, so yeah. The next book I got is A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faisal. I heard mixed reviews of this book because I feel like it was commercialized as a book that is kind of like Six of Crows, and I know that people were getting into it, and then I know the reviews were like, it's nothing like Six of Crows, there's nothing to do with Six of Crows. It has a beautiful cover, and that's enough for me to pick it up. It also has a tea. Hardback. I don't get a lot of hardback covers because I don't have any kind of, those book boxes. I'm not able to subscribe to any of them because they're always full, and also they cost a lot, and I live in Croatia, so I don't know if the shipping would be even more, but that's why I don't have that many special editions and hardcovers. But I actually love like soft cover books a lot more because it's easier to read, and they're like not that hard to hold in my hands. The next book I got is Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This is, I believe, first one I didn't order. I bought it in Rijeka. I know about this book for years, since I first started looking at BookTube, and I started reading Shadowhunters. Holly Black is somebody who works with Cassandra Clare. They have some books together, and I heard about her books, but I never read anything by Holly Black because I heard that it's like, fae story, and it's YA, which I don't really like YA fae stories. I don't think so. I don't think they're for me. So I, chose not to read it. And then I started hearing that it's not that much romance, it's more political, and there is a lot of political intrigue, and the fae that are in this book are perceived as fairies, like made of, little sticks, and they're like kind of evil and angry and not the best. So I decided maybe it is a book for me because I do like some political talk in books. It's really interesting, and I picked it up and I want to read it now because there's been few new books. I don't know if they're part of this series or part of the world, but I know that a few new books came out. Why not? Why not just try it? So, and see how it goes. The next book I got is one I'm so proud that I found because it cost so little and it's such a pretty edition. And that is The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. Look at it. It's so pretty. I've gone with my boyfriend to movies. A few weeks ago, we watched the new film Count of Monte Cristo, that French film. It was really good. I didn't expect it. I heard that the story isn't completely following the story of the book, which, book has 1,000 and something pages, and the movie lasts 3 hours. So yeah, I think it's okay that they changed some things, but I will not know how I feel about the changes until I read the book, which it's a big book, but I am willing to try. I picked this book up because Bella from Books with Bella? She had a vlog in which she read this book and she loved it. So I really like her content, and I chose to pick it up also and to read it someday. I know, I feel like even when I read this book, I will not think about movie that differently because I feel like I can see movie as a different, inspired by the book. I know it's made by the book, but I can see it as a different media, and I don't expect the same feelings from it, The next book is a third installment, and that is Dark Dawn by Jay Kristoff. I will not tell again what this series is about. I think I talked about it a lot already, but I have only third book to read, and then I will be done with it. Kind of sad, but kind of happy because I am finishing one of the series that I am currently in the middle of, and I'm in the middle of a lot of series, but yeah, I had to pick it up so I can finish it finally. The next two books are manga series. I don't buy that much manga, but I do buy it occasionally because manga is pretty expensive and there's a lot of volumes always, so yeah, it's, I kind of have to have some money for it. But I bought the 13 and 14 installment of Promised Neverland, and I now only have to buy 6 other books. I already read the 13 volume, but I didn't read the 14 one. So I always don't read the last one that I have until I buy the next one. It's kind of it's how I read them, because I don't want to finish one volume and then feel like I just have to start reading the next one. I love this series. This is currently my favorite manga series, and I am sad that I am now more than halfway out, but it's really interesting. I really, really like it. The next book that I have is The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. So I didn't plan to buy this book, but then I saw that people are talking about it, so I decided that I want to talk about it too. I know this is Leigh Bardugo's first adult fantasy book, I believe. I don't know if the ninth, how it is called even, the ninth gate. I know that those books are not in Grishaverse, and this book is certainly not in Grishaverse. I only read by her Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, so I didn't read any other books by her, and I'm interested in how she writes adult fantasy because I did enjoy Six of Crows when I read them. So the next book I got is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. If you've been on a booktube for a long time, you know this book is talked about. Since the beginning of booktube, I believe that people always talked about this book, how this is one of the best books that I ever read. I know it's about circus that travels and comes at night. That is all I know about it. I never knew, is Erin Morgenstern the one that wrote Strange Dreamer, so I was always kind of, oh no, that's the other author. And because she has another book that has like, it looks like a big moth or butterfly on the cover, so I always thought that it's like New Muse of Nightmares, but it's not. But yeah, I heard a lot for a long time about this book, and I finally got it. So I will finally be able to read it. And I got this really, really pretty edition of Vintage Classics. I'm so happy that I have so many books. I'm so happy. The next book I got is The Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. That's not how you pronounce it. Definitely, that's not how you pronounce it. I watched musical. I sang songs from the musical in my school when I went to music school. So I am well aware of the story of Phantom of the Opera. I don't think I need to explain what the story is about. I think people know what Phantom of the Opera is. I really want this classic. I think this is one of those classics that could be my favorite classics. So, yeah, now I have it. The next one is the second installment in series that I forgot how it's called. And that is The Shadow Cabinet by Juno Dawson. I didn't read the first book yet. I didn't even try. I don't know what this is about. I think it's about this protection group that protects Queen and their witches. That's what I think it's about. But the reason why these books take me so much that I have to buy them, they hypnotize me in buying them, is because the covers are so brightly colored. First one is bright pink, and the second one is like this bright aqua blue color, turquoise, yeah, I think a turquoise blue cover with like yellow lettering. So I just had to buy it. I'm so sorry, I had to. There was no choice. I love these kind of colors, like I said. Yellow, pink covers, the best kind of covers. This one also gets pretty good points, and like drawings on them are really cute. So, but yeah, I haven't read the first one, so I have to read the first one. The next book I already talked about because it was on my TBR for this month, but I haven't read it. But that would be Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut. I already talked about the book. It's one of the classics. It's dystopian. It's also a vintage classic. I have to be in a good position to read this book because I feel like it could be scary for me. So I'm not gonna make myself read it. When I feel like I need to read a book like this, I'm gonna pick this one up first. I know that. The next book is one that I already started reading, and that would be A Fate Inked in Blood by Daniel L. Jensen. I didn't read that many romanticises. I read The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I do read Crescent City. I don't know if that's considered romantasy or more of like an urban fantasy with romance. But I don't read a lot of romantasy. It's not a genre that is particularly interesting to me, that I am gravitating towards. I started watching Vikings on Netflix with my boyfriend, and he's obsessed with Vikings, so I started becoming obsessed with Vikings too. And when I heard this is a Viking romantasy, I decided that I would pick it up. But I gave him I told him, can you guess the names of the characters? And he guessed both main female and male character names in like second try, because they're so common in Viking culture and series. But yeah, I am currently almost in the middle of it. It's okay. The writing could be better. But I didn't expect that much of writing. But the story itself, it's fine. It's a little bit. It started really great, and then I'm getting a little bored currently where I am at. But I hope it will pick up again. And there's still nothing happening between our two main characters except they're always thinking about each other, but that's it. So yeah, I don't know, but I hope I like it. I really want to give Romantasy a chance. I know that a lot of books I probably will never read because I feel like they're cringe to me. Like they're, I don't like reading about those things, but this one is the one that I'm okay with. I know this is going to be a series, so I hope I'll like the first one so I can go in series. But yeah, and the last book I got is Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I honestly didn't know what this book is about, but I've been watching these covers for a year and I am so mesmerized by these covers. They're so good. Whoever did them, bravo to you, because you made somebody who really doesn't pick up romance books want to pick up this romance book. I also think it's kind of, you know, that like Gossip Girl feel where you follow these rich kids, and it's more like that kind of like romance, and it's full of gossip and drama. So I'm really interested in it. I think that I will probably have a reading vlog in which I try to read all of Magnolia Park's books. Probably going to do a vlog where I read all of them. I know when that vlog will come out because I have to get all of the books first. And I have to order all of these books because the covers that I want are currently not in sale in my bookstores. So I have to order them. And I currently don't have any money because I just had a big order, but at some point I will have them. So yeah, that was a lot longer than I thought it's going to take me to go over all of these books, but thank you so much for watching. I am again apologizing for not posting. I will try to be more consistent. And but yeah, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for supporting me and for subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, you may do it if you want to. Like, if you feel like it, you know, you just can do it. I am really pumped because I have a lot of ideas for my next videos, and I hope I'll be able to edit them and put out every week. And I'm really pumped about vlogs that I have in mind, and yeah, I'm just so happy to do this and to be here. I'll see you in my next video, and I still don't have any outro, so yeah, okay, bye.